Tensions have been running high during England's Test series with India, and there's been another row today. Indian head coach Gautam Gambhir was involved in a heated altercation with the Oval's head groundsman, and he was heard shouting, "You can't tell us what to do." Live to James Cole, who's at the ground. You don't often see this, do you, James? A head coach having a right go at a groundsman. What triggered the incident?
No, I've never seen it before, Matt. It started when Gambhir and his coaching staff were having a look at the pitch. They were stood at one end of the pitch trying to gauge what it might be doing, what it might do ahead of this test. And Fortis, Lee Fortis, who's the head groundsman here at the Oval, approached them and said, "Could you move away, please, a metre? Can you get off the square? I'm trying to grow the grass." Well, Gambhir took exception to that, and we then saw Gambhir pointing aggressively at Fortis, and as you say, shouting, "You don't tell us what to do." Now, India clearly took issue with his manner because afterwards, unsurprisingly, the Indian press officer didn't put Gautam Gambhir up for the press conference that followed. His batting coach instead spoke, and he accused the groundsman of being arrogant and precious.
When we were just standing on the wicket, looking at the wicket, if one of the ground staff came and said, "You stand 2.5 meters away from here," which in my cricketing career, I've never seen anybody saying that. Because I don't know, so literally he was saying, "You go outside the rope to head coach and see the wicket." I don't know how you see it, because, and if somebody is like brushing the shoes, or somebody is trying to put something in the wicket, or somebody wearing spikes, a curator feels that it's fine. But it was very strange way of saying you go and stand 2.5 meters away from here. We all know that curators are little overprotective or little, possessive about the square and ground and all. So when you are working with a very intelligent and highly skilled people, if you sound a bit arrogant, or if you come across like, you can be protective, but end of the day, it's a cricket pitch. It's not an antique where you can't touch, because otherwise it's 200 years old and it can be broken,
After the incident, the Indian media then ran over to the hut, the groundsman's hut, thrust their cameras into Fortis' face. He was quite unwilling to speak, but they tried to find out his side of the story.
I'm happy. It's not my job to be happy or not with it.
But you said he's a bit touchy.
Yeah. Is he a good man?
What's that? I don't know. I don't know, man. I've never met him before today.
No, you said he's a bit touchy.
Oh, you have never been met before him?
I don't know. He must have played here.
Oh.
You said he's a bit touchy.
I don't know. You saw what he was like this morning. You saw it.
But why did he get animated?
I don't know. You'll have to ask him that question.
It happened in front of everyone.
What's your side of the story? What's your side of the story?
There's no side.
Definitely we'll ask him about the press conference, but we need to know your side of the story as well.
There's nothing to speak about.
You can imagine the scrambling from the Surrey press officer here and the ECB press officers here as that interview or series of exchange of words. It was a bit of a doorstep, really, carried on. Fortis very unwilling to speak to them, and I've never seen anything like that, I'll be honest. Both the confrontation and the way in which the Indian media, fair play to them, went straight over to the groundsman's hut to find out what's going on. Anyway, it's another flashpoint in a series that's contained a few. It all started to simmer at Lord's on the evening of day 3 when India captain Shubman Gill went square up to Duckett and Crawley on that evening, accusing them of time wasting. And then we've seen the verbals crescendo through days 4 and 5 at Lord's. It went on to Manchester, and then we had another simmering, well, it boiled over, I think, at the end at Manchester when Ben Stokes went to shake the Indian player's hands. 5:30, it was clearly going to be a draw. They said, no, we're going to play on because we want Washington Sundar and Ravi Jadeja to get their centuries. Stokes was furious. The verbals got really, really heated in that last few minutes of that game. And then there was a shake of hands at the end, but it was very cold indeed. It left a bit of a bitter taste to the end of that game. So what's going to happen here at the Oval over the next few days? Well, don't bet against more heated moments and more flashpoints.